America is larger than life for Americans. Hundreds of historical societies across America for pride of heritage. I mean, the analogous situation would be if there were a Jalandhar Historical Society and a Pune Historical Society, and they were enormously successful and filled with lots of activities to document and to respect their history and so on and so forth. But Americans are really into the study of their history. History books showing greatness of Western civilization are among the top non-fiction categories. Hugely popular are presidential libraries, historical monuments, theme parks, parades, emblems, and badges of identity. The US flag is proudly displayed at cemeteries, car dealers, bumper stickers, gas stations, so on. Americans sing the national anthem on more occasions and with more passion than other democratic nations. I mean, it's very, very important to respect your flag, respect your national anthem, be very, very proud of it. I don't see that in India. I think I'm drawing a contrast. I'm explaining the deep American culture where I think it's different from the corresponding deep Indian culture. College departments in classics, history, philosophy emphasize mainly Western civilization. I don't see the equivalent in India of emphasizing Indian civilization. All levels of politics are based on patriotism. I mean, even the far left Ralph Nader will say, I'm a good American, I'm a proud American, America first. I mean, that is very important. Now, some of this is set up to make the following points. The postmodernist view is, we could say that today, at the end of the 20th century, as history gives way to the postmodern, we are witnessing the dissolution of the West. That's what some people have said. My position is USA is following a trajectory that is drastically opposite, different from Young's analysis. Not only USA, I mean China is not dissolving, France, England, Russia, I mean they're all into more nationalism than ever before. It is widely accepted that Eurocentrism no longer seems acceptable in a world where others are reasserting their own notions of past and future. My counterposition is, but acceptable by whom? By a group of college professors who have promulgated these theories and their gullible students. I mean, there's a cocoon effect in liberal colleges where they have talked each other and their students into believing that the world has changed and the world has become a certain idealized manner, but it is not really the way the world is. Scholars falsely assume that a new standard of acceptability has spread outside the academy. So the postmodernist popularity is to deconstruct nation states. The nation states are going out of style and they're no good. Deconstruction of dominant identities. All culture is text for deconstruction using trendy theories. My counterposition is that the American grand narrative is deeply embedded in its institutions of power and in the white culture. Academics wishfully think of the disappearance of Western grand narratives or geographically bounded nation states. Are academics too invested in their theories? I mean, I just don't see evidence of postmodernism in the 5 permanent members of the UN Security Council, for example. I think there's just no evidence that they are dissolving themselves. I see no evidence in the Fortune 50 or Fortune 100 saying, hey, you know, it doesn't matter whether you use my brand or my competitor's brand because it's the same thing. It doesn't matter if my market share goes up or down. There's no such thing as the other. There's no competitor. It's all the same. I mean, I just don't see that. If a postmodernist started talking inside the corporate office, they would be fired. I mean, they wouldn't want such a guy around. I mean, I don't see this trendiness in Indian intellectualism being truly reflective of American society. Is postmodernism for export? Is it an export product? Deconstruction ideology failed in American mainstream. It had little impact on American nationalism. It's thriving in liberal academic cocoons and pop culture. By denying the unity of anything, including lived experience, postmodernism is the credo to fragment the third world in an intellectually deep and respectable fashion. Postmodernism softens the targets. Third world intellectuals are a franchise to reproduce for local consumption. Many genuinely believe they are serving the downtrodden.